In the name of our Creator, who is the peace, and He's the only one who can give us peace if we ask for it. Dear viewers, welcome to our program 50 Ways to Happiness. This is ways number 10. Traveling can bring happiness and sadness. There are two types of travelings. Type number one, or there are two groups of people who travel. Group number one, these people travel to places that are too expensive to travel to. Luxury spaces, luxury hotels, luxury rental cars, luxury swimming pools, luxury sauna, luxury beaches, and they spend $1,000. Luxury cruise, they spend $1,000, and they go there to enjoy and find peace and happiness. And they do that. They receive some type of happiness, spending a lot of money, $1,000. But this happiness is brief and not permanent. And the reason it's not permanent and it's brief, because their lifestyle doesn't match with the luxury that they are buying with a lot of money. So what happens when these people come back? Subconsciously, they compare their lifestyle with the vacation or with the moments that they had. So that kind of comparison bring a lot of sadness. So the moment they come home and they drive their ugly car, they say, what a life. And when they sleep on their bed, they compare it with the bed at the luxury hotel. They say, what a ugly bed. When they go to the washroom, they compare it with the washroom. When they go to the swimming pool, they compare it with the swimming pool. So subconsciously, they feel sad. On top of that, they spend $1,000. So this is happening. Especially, it happens to those people who use their Visa card with interest. They get loan and they spend it on this kind of expensive holidays. The other group who travel, they travel to places that they see people lower themselves. They have little, and they have very basic means of life, basic necessities. They do not have proper shelter. They do not have clean water. They do not have good food. They cannot get enough vitamins or energy. And they do not have fancy cars or fancy clothes. So if someone travel to those kind of places, so the moment you go there, so what happened? You would start appreciating and you would start being thankful to the things that you had, but you ignore them. Even before coming back to their own house or home, you would start appreciating your own life. And you're gonna see these people that they're struggling to survive, but they're happy. You would also experience something else, that happiness doesn't have to do with money, with going to the beach, with having these expensive rental cars, using Visa. You would realize that these people are not having all these fancy luxury items or sources or cars to be happy, but they're happy. So that would give you some kind of idea that happiness comes from the within. Happiness comes from your heart. So it doesn't have anything to do with money. Money can buy happiness, but as I mentioned, it's brief, and people experience that. Not only that, the second group who comes from vacation, they would have longer happiness. And sometimes this kind of traveling or vacation on those areas that people are suffering would have positive impact on your soul, and it can be life-changing experience. And there are a lot of people who travel to these places, they come back with a lot of great ideas, and it changed their life completely. So if you're traveling, so make sure travel to the places that people do not have more than you have. So that way, at least you would have a chance to think and ponder and contemplate about the things that you have. So now what's the solution? How we can do that? So number one, be grateful what you have, and spend your money and your time on things that would give you everlasting peace, such as buying positive books, spending time with people who are positive, intellectuals, and sit with those people who see the world differently. So if you do this, you would get peace, which would be longer and everlasting peace, compared to short and brief happiness that you may buy with $1,000, and in a week or two it's gonna go away. So I hope you will find this segments beneficial. If you do, make sure share it with your friends and followers.